Hi everyone, it's a beautiful morning here in Ithaca, New York, and we are going to practice our reading skills today. This is the first lesson, and it's all about the letter T, which makes the T sound or can make the th sound. And we're going to head all over Ithaca and try to find the T sound. And this is a video series that you can do with your child, you can do with a younger sibling. It's designed to be super easy to follow and fun, and then you can have lots of practice just going around your city finding letters. So first of all, we're just going with the letter T. So I already found a T. This is quite a few T's. We're starting with T because it's a really common letter, especially in street signs. So you can see here, do not enter. At the end of that N-O-T, there's a T sound, not. And now, do you see the T here? It's at the end of the first word, except bicycles. T, T. All right, let's see if we can find any more. Oh, I found one over here. Do you see this sign? Resistance. Can you find the T? This is actually a lowercase t. In English, we have big T's, little t's, big letters, small letters. A lot of street signs have just big letters. So the small t that you see there, and it's kind of in a funny kind of rating, it looks a little blurry, but if you can look really closely at that T in the middle, R-E-S-I-S-T, it is kind of like not at the top, but in the middle. But in that other street sign we saw, it is actually at the top because it's a big T. All right, let's go see if we can find some more T's. Such a beautiful day today with all the flowers. T just usually makes the T sound, except if it's a TH, and then it's gonna make the sound or the th sound. Oh, I don't know if I picked the right path here for finding T's. I was seeing a lot of T's this morning when I got started, but now we don't have as many T's. But I do see, if you can see in the distance, there is a do not enter sign coming up, and hopefully we can find a bunch of T's in that sign. It's pretty much the same as the other T that we saw before. But once you start knowing N and O and T, you can read the word not. So I think T is going to be a really helpful letter for you because it just is everywhere you look in all the signs. So it can be fun as you go about your day, just trying to find as many T's as you can possibly find. All right, we are approaching these T's. So if you can see the T's, try to point them out. This is the same as the sign we saw before. And it says do not enter. Can you see where the T is? It's the big letter on the end of the second word. Not. And then there's also one in the word enter. E-N-T. Enter. You see it's the third letter in that word. And then we have another T, except. Can you find the T at the end of the word except? So it's do not enter except bicycles. And I found another T up here. So this is Sears Street. And the way that we often designate streets is an ST. So ST here, stands for street. So the T is just the very last letter there. If you found it, good for you. Now, we're gonna look at a sign that is on almost every corner. Wow, the more I look at these street signs, the more I realize there are more signs where people are telling us what not to do. Okay, can you find the T in this sign? First we have that S letter that looks like a snake. And then we have our friend T, stop. So T is the second letter in any stop sign that you see. So whenever you see a stop sign, that's a fun opportunity to look for the word, for the letter T, T, that makes the T sound. Unless maybe we'll be lucky today and we'll find a good TH. Okay, here's a sign you might see a lot, which is telling you not to park. No parking anytime. Can you find the T? So there's 4 words here. It's the last word, time. Any time. T-I-M-E. And once we get into more tricky letters, you're going to learn that that E at the end is a silent E, which makes the I say its name. But don't worry about any of that. Today we're just focusing on that big, beautiful T. Here, I'm very close up on the beautiful T, so there is no mistake. All right, let's go find some more T's. The sun came up. But also, maybe you can start thinking about words you know that have T, the T sound in them. So, someone's coming with their dog. I don't want to film them. So, let's see. So, what else would have T? Like, well, obviously, when you drink tea. And taste. If you taste anything delicious that has the word tea in it. A beautiful turkey has the word tea in it. Teeth. I'm always having issues with my teeth. Oh, and I think I found one here on a garbage can. Let's just look closely. Do you see the T? B-R-U-T-E. And that is not really a word, although brute means someone who's kind of like nasty, mean, harsh. Brute. But I think it's the name of a company. Oh, and we have a really tiny T. Can you see the T here? So it's made by Rubbermaid. And then it says commercial. And then we see the word products. So it's more than one product, so there's an S at the end, products. But we can see if you can identify the letters. P-R-O-D-U-C-T. A beautiful tiny T. Can you see why is that a small T and not a big T? It's because it has the little letter in the middle as opposed to on the top. These are kind of dirty trash can letters, so it's not so easy to see the little line that runs through that T. Oh, it'll be really close. And if I can hold this freaking camera still. Awesome. Oh, here we have another tiny T. Recycle Tompkins. Oh, this is nice. They're encouraging people to recycle. It's a website, www.recycletompkins.org. Can you see the little T? It's very hard. It's very tiny. Very tiny T. Tompkins. Oh my gosh, I need a manicure. Look at my nail. My goodness. All right. Is that a big T or a little T? Okay, if you guessed little T, you're right. Because it has not the line on top. Little T. Doesn't make a difference in how it sounds. It's just sometimes if people want you to read something that's really important, then they are going to make it a big letter. Oh, here's a good one. This is a sign. Black Lives Matter. Can you find the T in matter? So we have Black Lives Matter. Stand up for racialjustice.org. Okay, so zoom in. M-A-T. There are two T's there. Are those uppercase or lowercase T's? They're big T's because the T is on top. Matter. Do you hear that T sound in the word matter? Black lives do matter. I love that movement. Okay, so that's if you want to get a Black Lives Matter sign. Now you know. Two T's. Okay, I do not see any T's in this sign. Do you think if we look closely we will? I don't think so. Oh wait, I do see a little T. Okay, someone's gonna be like, why am I looking at this sign? I hope someone doesn't run out of their house and get mad at me. But I did find a tiny T I'm kind of excited about. Do you see the end of that word? Actually, there are two. And the word student. Again, after the S. So once we learn the S sound, we're gonna be able to sound out st a lot. ST goes st, because S makes the S sound and T makes the T sound. Student. So there's two T's. Are those big T's or small T's? So the first T is after the letter S. I keep saying word instead of letter. Oh, we also have Princeton. That's the university. Do you see the T in Princeton? Oh my gosh, if this person sees me squatting in their yard, what are they gonna think? It's okay, I'm making a reading video. It's good for humanity. Okay, so let's see. Oh my gosh, I can't even find this anymore on my camera. All right, oh yeah, here we go. Princeton. T. Two. Oh my gosh, two is the word you're gonna see a ton. Two. So many T's. We got really lucky here. Princeton. Two. Student. Okay. Alright guys, this is kind of a weird reading video, but you know, I feel like practicing reading is pretty boring, but if you can just go around your town looking for T's, that is not very much hard work. And look, I think it's so beautiful. So see, you get to see this beautiful creek. That's your reward for finding the sound T. All right, now I found another T. Do you see it? We are approaching the T. Okay, but as I'm approaching this T in the sign, no outlet. Is that a big T or a little T? I also saw another smaller one. And again, these historic district. Do you see the T's there? Hist and district. So whenever you see that T, you know that sign, that part of the sign is either going to get T or a the sound if there's an H after it. Oh, actually, here we go. This is perfect. I really wanted to give you an example of how the letter T changes when there's an H after it. So you might see here, this says no through traffic. So if you're just sounding it out, you would think t-h-r-u, traffic. But because there's an H after the T, it makes the sound th, through traffic. And then tr makes a tr sound. So that's a little bit more of a complicated lesson to leave you with, but just remember, you might already know how to read that sign no if you know the sound of n and o. But if you look at that th, it's th. And if you look at the tr, it makes the sound tr for traffic. Does that make sense? So as you're going about your city, I want you to look for those T's, but also keep your eyes out if you see a th, because that's a sign that it might be pronounced a little bit differently. Actually, now that I just started talking about th, I'm starting to see some more th's. And this one is written in kind of a very special artistic font, so it might be a little bit hard for you to recognize, but if you can pick out the T in this sign, then you get extra points. So here we go, we have the word think. And I'm just gonna try to zoom in on this. Well, I can't, I already zoomed in as much as I could. I'm zooming out, and then I'm zooming in to think, T-H-I-N-K. That's another th instead of tuh. You might know you don't usually hear the sound tuh. Okay, so I think that's a little bit enough of the t sound for today. I hope that this video was useful to you. And just remember, there's only 26 letters of the alphabet. So if you do this video every day for 26 days, try to find the sounds. In about a month from now, you're gonna be just recognizing every single sound that you could possibly recognize.